You're listening to Game On with Rod Mawhood on Niagara's News Talk 610 CKTB and online at 610CKTB.com.
Welcome back to Game On for this Wednesday night. Congratulations to our winner, Sean Brown. Sean Brown of Thorold won the tickets for Mayhem Crossfire Wrestling this Sunday at the Merritton Community Center. I want to be honest here to the listeners of Game On. These two guys have been in the studio before, and they've been, even though they have their differences, they've been pretty calm and pretty professional. Tonight, I went out there to get them in and bring them in the studio. They're kind of pissed off at each other. Jay Moore, the infamous one, what's the problem here tonight?
Well, Rod, the thing is, first of all, you know me a while. I'm a big star. You see me all over the place. I work for other promotions. I'm on the radio all over the place. And this, I know it's the greatest show, the sports show, the Game On show. It's the greatest show going. I should be the only guest on this show.
Oh, wow.
Why I walk into a green room and see Chris LaPlante, a jabroni from Port Colborne, is beyond me. I mean, come on. It's a disgrace not only to me, but to you, Rod, to Game On, and to the listeners.
Well, we know you guys have had your differences. Go time, Chris LaPlante. What's the problem right now with the situation here?
Well, infamous Jay Moore and I have had a big history over 7 years. This guy gets away with a lot of stuff and somehow always manages to slip right through the crack of whatever it is, the situation he gets in. He just manages to get away unscathed. This Sunday, you're not getting away unscathed.
All right, talk about this Sunday, the whole card. Start with the top. We got the championship match before we get into the tag teams, because I know infamous Jay Moore, you're involved in a bunch of matches. But Chris, go over the card from the top down.
Well, top down is the main event is a Texas death match between Sick Rick Matrix and Every Layer's Dream Mark Krieger, managed by infamous Jay Moore. Mm-hmm. Jay Moore is also busy with the tag team championships as well, which he did a turn on the Hollywood Hunks, and he is now managing the Beaters.
I was there last time for that little turn. What was that all about?
It's all about business, Rod. Come on.
Yeah,
the Piss Beaters are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
The Hollywood Hunks haven't done anything. I mean, I gave my services to the Hollywood Hunks a long time ago. They were a great tag team back in the day, but they can't seem to get their act together. One shows up to the show, the other one doesn't. They wanted, Crossfire wanted the tag team's titles defended, so we made sure they were defended, and I'm still the manager of champions over at Crossfire.
All right, the infamous Jay Moore, manager of champions, and go time Chris LaPlante of Crossfire Wrestling. The show's called Mayhem this Sunday afternoon. And I said this the other night. I said, great time, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, great for parents and grandparents and all the kids out there. It's going to be a great card. Also on the card, I think there's a bit of a battle royal. Chris LaPlante?
Yes, there's a 10-man Royal Rumble match, actually, and the winner of this match is going to be getting a heavyweight championship opportunity on Sunday, July the 28th.
Okay, Sunday, July 28th, so that'll be the next card.
Yes, sir.
All right, and talk about, I know a guy that I used to go to high school, local guy from Merritton, Jimmy King, who used to live right near the Merritton Community Center, is on the card this weekend. Who else can we expect to see on the card this Sunday?
Well, Jim King's going to be squaring off against Troy the Boy Buchanan. I'm also going to be in a tag team match with Louis Avero versus some of infamous Jay Moore's regime of Tomer Shalom and Eddie Osborne. And also there will be a women's match between Caitlin Diamond and Gabriella Vanderpool.
So women's wrestling as well. Infamous Jay Moore. You're still looking ticked off over there.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, for Chris LaPlante to bring up my name, that he's in matches with my guys, as far as I'm concerned, it's about time that Chris LaPlante left the business. Hopefully Sunday we can get rid of Chris LaPlante for good. I mean, you got to admit, Rod, the show would be much better next time I come in with just me, and we don't have Chris LaPlante around here anymore.
Chris, you put up with this guy, you said, for 7 years. We'll see what happens this Sunday. Give us the whole rundown and where people can get tickets. They can call. Where can they go?
You can get tickets at the Country Corner Market on 82 Clarence Street, Port Colborne, 686 Quaker Road in Pelham. Also, Active Green and Ross, 615 Niagara Street, Welland, and Jerry's Union Pizza House, 313 Merritt Street in St. Catharines. Or you can call the Crossfire hotline at 905-329-2693.
And I know you guys, of course, are on Facebook. If they want to, there's some great promotional videos and everything else. Where can they find that?
Yes, you can also look on the Facebook Crossfire Wrestling fan page and also the website at www.crossfirewrestling.com. All
right, it's going to be interesting. Check it out. I went last card. I'm going to try to make it this Sunday. I've got to announce a couple of lacrosse games. I'm going to try to make it, but it's a great promotion. It's a fun promotion, and who knows, this little dispute might get settled Sunday afternoon.
It will come to an end, Rod.
It's definitely getting settled this Sunday.
Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock at the Merritton Community Center in St. Catharines. It's called Mayhem Crossfire Wrestling. Go time, Chris LaPlante. The infamous one, Jay Moore. Thanks again for coming back to Game On, and hopefully you guys can settle things in the ring Sunday afternoon.
Hey, Rod, and next time you just call me, okay? I'll be here for you. You don't need this loser in here.
I can throw them out right now for you if you'd like.
I know, this could get physical. Patrick, go to a break. When we come back, this day in sports history. Thanks again to Go Time Chris LaPlante, the infamous Jay Moore from Crossfire Wrestling. Check it out this Sunday afternoon. In fact, as Billy Red Lions used to say, don't you dare miss it. 3 o'clock, Sunday afternoon, Merritton Community Center. That's bell time. It's called Mayhem. You got to keep it down. They're still going at it here. Jay Moore and Chris LaPlante still in the studio. They've agreed to stick around for this day in sports history. May 1st, 1884. Interesting one here. I want you guys to be professional and stay calm for a couple minutes here. 1884, May 1st, Moses Walker became the first black player in Major League Baseball. Walker played one season as the catcher of the Toledo Blue Stockings, a club in the American Association, of course, with 42 out now and Jackie Robinson. Everybody equates that with that. But Moses Walker was the first black player in Major League Baseball on this day, 1884. 1901, the Detroit Tigers committed 12 errors in a single game against the Chicago White Sox. Comedy of errors there. Also in 1901, Herb McFarland hit the grand slam, the first grand slam in the American League, May 1st, 1901. 1920, we'll continue with the baseball theme. Babe Ruth hit his first home run as a New York Yankee. It was his 50th career home run, but first as a Bronx Bomber. 1920, the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Boston Braves remained tied after a 26-inning game. Talk about getting your money's worth there. 1922, Charlie Robertson of the Chicago White Sox pitched a perfect no-hit, no-run game against the Detroit Tigers. The Sox won 3-0. Another perfect game did not come along until 46 years later. So in between that was 1922, May 1st. 1926, Satchel Paige made his pitching debut in the Negro Southern League. 1951, Mickey Mantle hit his first home run. Lots of great names on this day in sports history tonight. 1962, Bo Belinsky pitched a no-hitter in only his fourth career start. 1986, Bill Elliott set a stock car speed record when he hit 212.229 miles per hour. 1991, Nolan Ryan of the Texas Rangers pitched his seventh no-hitter on May 1st, 1991. 1992, the LA Dodgers postponed 3 games due to the riots in the Rodney King case. On this day, May 1st, 1992, and also in 1992, remember this, Rickey Henderson stole his 1,000th career base. All right, Jay Moore, we've got a couple minutes to wrap things up. Your final say, because you're still chomping at the bit here.
You know, Rod, I don't mean to cut you off, but I look at this guy across the table smirking at me and smirking. He's a big sports fan. You know, he's a big fan of this day in sports history, but I can guarantee you this. Come May 5th, 2014, you're going to be sitting right there doing this day in sports history, knowing that on May 5th last year, Jay Moore not only takes over Crossfire Pro Wrestling, not only ends the career of Chris LaPlante, but will still be the manager of champions, will still be the most successful manager in the history of pro wrestling, and the biggest superstar going. Whether he likes it or not, Rod.
All right. Go time. Chris LaPlante does not look too happy.
No, he doesn't look too happy.
What's your comments, Chris LaPlante?
Well, my comments is there will be new champions in the tag team division and in the heavyweight championship division. The Sickrick Matrix will beat Mark Krieger. The Hollywood Hunks will beat the Piss Beaters. And Jay Moore is going to get thrown right out the front door, and he's going to be yesterday's news.
Right out the front door of the Merritton Community Center. Bell time this Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock at the Merritton Community Center in St. Catharines. It's called Mayhem Crossfire Wrestling. Check them out online. Google them. Look them up on Facebook. Lots of great promotional videos as well. Thanks to my producer. He had a busy night tonight, Patrick Smoleric. Thanks, Patrick. As well to my guests, Carter Verhage, Hunter Garland, Eric Thomas, the infamous one, Jay Moore, and Go Time, Chris LaPlante. The show's called Game On. I'm Rod Mawhood. We'll do it all again tomorrow night right here, 6 to 7 p.m. This is Game On 610 CKTB.